Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to continue tinkering with my Poison Storm Rain. Currently a Raider, I might change that. And it's the first time I've played since my last video. I haven't changed anything, updated anything. I'm going to try some things that some of you guys recommended, like Voltaxic Rift, play around with some other curses and see what goes on with that. I also have not run Sanctum outside of Ruthless League. I need to run Sanctum. I got the idea that if I can get a sanctified relic and give myself elemental overload through that, then I can save lots of passive points, and that might clean this up quite a bit. So we will test it out. But we also got some announcements today. End of league events. There's going to be 4 of them running through March. There's a Ruthless with gold as currency, auto-looting gold coins that you can purchase currency and stuff with in Ruthless. No Sanctum, but otherwise it's just Ruthless League. Not having Sanctum and Ruthless League, you're not really missing out on anything at all because it's pretty terrible. I am working on a Ruthless mode review video that I should have out before the weekend, but I've been having a time over here, not feeling the greatest, and sleeping 12 to 16 hours a day is probably not the greatest. But a 4-week Ruthless League is not something that I'm super keen on, considering I really went into Ruthless this league, and yeah, I don't know that I would want to start a new Ruthless event. So yeah, I might check it out for a day or two, but beyond that, I don't know that I'm going to go too hard with that one. And then there's some asynchronous group solo self-found events. So you can create a private league for free, basically, for the 3 events here. First one is a friendly fire group SSF event. I think this could be kind of fun. Play with friends, and you can actually damage each other and working together to actually kill bosses, but you can't damage enemies unless there are 2 other players nearby. So I think you're required to have 3 players at least to do this. So getting a team of 3 players, let alone 2, seems like it might be challenging to get a group together. But if you would like to do something with that, join my Discord, links in the video description. Maybe we can try and do something for that, though this doesn't seem like it has much value outside of a day or 2 to me. Then week 3, Krangled Passives group SSF event. This one I'm actually excited for, as the entire passive tree is getting jumbled up and it has a fog of war to it, so you can only see the nodes that are near your character. I think this is super cool. As someone who likes to make my own builds and do things, this seems something that I'd probably dive into a bit. And then there is week 4, which is Polarity, which in this event, both monsters and players have polarity, which is randomly allocated between 2 values. You can only harm monsters that are the same polarity as you, and rare and unique monsters swap polarity when they reach low life. It will require players to cooperate in groups of at least 2 in order to be able to complete areas and bosses. This one, it takes multiple players to even participate in the event. So if you're somebody like me who is really more oriented towards solo self-found, there's not really solo options for these events, which is kind of strange. So yeah, there's only really one of the 3 or 4 events that I'm really excited for. It's the one with the completely jumbled passive tree, just to see what I can create in that. And then yeah, that's the new events. I also I played a little bit of the Diablo 3 newest season that came out. I played it with my brother on Xbox. We leveled characters, and the next day we leveled different characters. And then the day after that, I installed Diablo 3 on PC for the first time in 8 years. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I'll probably do a standalone video on that because I was recording. I think of Diablo 3 more as a console game than as a PC game. It feels awful to play on PC to me. When I played something like Path of Exile for so long, and I don't have a large breadth of experience with actually RPGs outside of Diablo and Path of Exile. But it feels clunky and terrible, and yeah. But that's it for the housekeeping stuff. Let's get going on this. Okay, so it would seem that Voltaxic Rift Corrupted is pretty expensive. I guess they upped the rarity on this quite a bit. There's some corrupted ones. 5 link cost of divine. Maybe I can get a corrupted one. I guess they're really rare now, but they convert 100% of lightning damage into chaos, and chaos damage can shock. So this could get me out of the gloves that I'm currently using. Now, this only really be possible since it converts all of your lightning into chaos now. So we could build it the same way, but we'd lose the chance that, like, we'd have to get the chance of poison probably unless we found a way to curse on hit or something. So I need to farm before I can get one of those. So next is something I'm curious about myself. So I am currently using temp chains because it's really busted for poison this league. It's probably getting nerfed if we're being honest. You get 40% more poison duration on enemies with temp chains. Pretty crazy. And then despair for reduced enemy chaos resistance. Now, the idea that was brought up is, what if you were to run a conductivity, lower enemies' lightning resistance, and then I would be doing more damage with the hits from my lightning damage, and since my lightning damage can poison, like, it's almost wondering if it'll double dip, kind of, with the hit affecting the lightning resistance would give you a larger lightning hit to then give you a larger poison, and then that poison would scale off the chaos res. I don't know. It's an interesting prospect, that's for sure. But temp chains and despair definitely required for this. So getting a conductivity or elemental weakness in here isn't quite the easiest thing to do. We start corrupting gloves, double corrupting these gloves maybe could give us something. How do we go about testing this? Because I could anoint Whispers of Doom and get myself an additional curse. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the faster attacks from my blink arrow, move my steel skin, and then we'll try and set up a triple curse. Gold oils, 58 chaos. So yeah, I don't even have to even attempt that at the moment. So I guess let me start finding some relics and trying to get through the Sanctum, and we'll test this stuff out. Ooh, that's pricey. Elemental overload to a sanctified relic, 6 divines. I'm gonna have to work if we're going to test that out. I don't know if we'll get to that today, but I shall try. So I can slap Dodre's Dabbing in here for this ring. That will let me have a triple curse. Now it's just a matter of how do we test it. Crimson Temple boss is fairly static. That's a decent option. I think I need to do something higher tier though. T13 Haunted Mansion could work. Okay. I got 10 Haunted Mansions and maps. I'm just going to throw them in here, go kill the boss, and try and do it the same each time. Alright, first one, no conductivity. Only my 5 link and then curses. About 15 seconds for phase 1. I'm going to drop totems for phase 2. Got a curse again. It goes way faster that way. Okay, so now this time, I guess the goal is see if I can do this in less than 15 seconds with the additional curse. It is going to give me increased chance to shock, but only an additional minus 19 lightning res. No focus, no plague bear, no withering step. Same as last time, just curse and we'll see. It was still right around 15 seconds. This one was only 13 seconds, but he didn't walk out as early. Like, I feel like I'm guaranteeing the 7% shock a little more with the curse, but I feel like if it was actually double dipping with the conductivity, with the lightning damage, I think we would have realized that 20% resistance loss from there. Or I guess it's only 15 with a Bane. Let's see what Path of Building has to say about it. So if I turn conductivity off, it's not doing much. It's only a 700 difference on the damage including poisons. Yeah, the damage per poison changes not at all. So I think this is a busted idea. I don't think this is going to work. Though the little bit additional chance to shock is cool, it's not going to scale the poison damage with a conductivity. So that is out. Now I gotta go to Fellshrine Ruins in Act 1 and complete this Divinia quest. I hear Sanctum's actually really rewarding though, so maybe this won't turn out so bad. Okay, unlock the Accursed Pact. Now we can go do some Sanctum. I'm not worried about doing Sanctum on this character because totem builds just wreck Sanctum, and my totems can rain down some Storm Rain. And I actually need to drop this efficacy and get myself another Awakened Unbound Ailments for the totems. It'll actually be way better because the increased skill effect duration is not poison duration. It'll affect the duration of the skill, which there's not a duration tag on Storm Rain, so it's not going to do anything. Unbound Ailments will increase the duration on top of giving them more damage, so I think that will be better than efficacy for sure. There we go. Unbound Ailments is in, and then I'm going to move the focus to left click, and then we're going to do another one of these Haunted Mansion bosses and just drop everything on it and see what happens. Alright, here we go. Drop totems, Withering Step, curses. Totems do not stay alive. I have to go down there and get Ironwood if they're actually going to ever do anything useful. Oh, I'm completing challenges. Oh, I get to pick 30 Jeweler's Orbs? What the heck is that? That's a lot of Jeweler's Orbs, yo. 4 Horizons. Yo, that is more valuable than any one full Sanctum run that I've ever done. 4 Horizons on the first node. Yeah, they did it dirty in Ruthless. More stuff. Lots of chisels. Alchemies. Yeah, this is insane. Scriptorium is the boss. I need to go there. Probably for a challenge. And I actually think this would have been doable in Ruthless if I had my Onslaught movement speed on Raider. That's level 82. Oh, I still took a hit. Ooh. Get him, please. Oh, there's 2 of them left. Oh, you still didn't get him? Come on, please. I don't want to lose this. Oh, I lost it. F. These guys get tanky at mods level 83. And the visual clarity with this nonsense is kind of non-existent. But if there's ever a league that try and do this, it's this one before they nerf the temp chains, I think. Those poison builds are in a really strong spot right now. Alright. Try this boss again. Does he get like a massive HP buff or something the last one? I don't. Sanctified Relic. Let's go. What we got? 15 all-res. You know, for this build, that's not terrible. Really kind of frees up some of the other gearing slots. Interesting. 3 Chaos. 5 Chaos. Another 5 Chaos. If I can beat the boss. Been like a month since I've done this, but Veracast shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh yeah. Easy peasy. Oh, look at that. Just 10 chaos. Cool. I'm guessing the meta for this league is probably like rush the Sanctum, rush the boss, and leave. So me running these ritual altars probably isn't the most time efficient. I mean, you also never know what you're going to get out of these. I probably shouldn't be farming essences, but I always plan to like go at it like I were going to craft my own gear. I think everything's more satisfying that way. At the same time, this league's pretty much over and I could just buy whatever off trade. I should probably just kind of more focus on getting currency so that I can test this. Oh, really? People want rogue markers. Let's say if I sold these at the cheapest, 2907 divided by 250. It's 11.6 chaos out of my ritual right here. We're taking some rogue markers. Stacked decks are 3 chaos late in the league. People gambling. That's a 6-link carnal armor. Oh, look at yeah, we're going to defer some rogue markers. So maybe it is worth. I'm going to get that kind of value out of rogue markers. Bring it. Oh boy. Here we go. Round number 2. Find the exit. Oh, this is... Oh, yikes. Okay. Okay, the extra movement speed is hurting me here. Yay. BattleNet. Something else that wants to lag my game with my garbage internet. Reliquary. That's the next relic slot. I cannot see what is happening in here. Got him. Alright, I need a fountain. Benevolent fountain just gives me a boon. Crepit cellar, though. This is the one... Oh, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be this way. Oh, yeah. Hey, I completed 10 challenges. Uh-oh. Only 4 left. Oh, of course. Okay, well, at least next time I get to upgrade. my relics a bit. I didn't open a side one, so I can't use this papyrus relic. Darn. Alright. Oh my, go again. Oh, yeah, just 10 chaos and you complete the floor. That's insane. Yeah, the biggest issue I have with this build is the visual clutter. Like, absolutely. It is bad. Curious. Skill effects. Storm. Rain. None. Thing. Okay. No way to possibly change that. But yeah, the volatiles, some of these guys just get lost in it. The big wall of lightning poison. Oh, yay. 2 deadly blade dancers. I'm still in here trying to do these sanctums without movement skills. It really makes things harder. I just don't know how to approach the things with the movement skills. 8 stack decks. There's absolutely no way that you can reliably dodge the projectiles the volatiles shoot from that mage when that projectile is getting shot through your storm rain. Totems also can target the wrong one of these mirror images of the mine guy. What we got here? 5 chaos. 60% increased movement speed. Yay. Complete a room in the Forbidden Sanctum while you have a boon. It's taking a minute. Easy candlestick relic. Inspiration resolve when you use a fountain. Something. Yeah, give me 4 stacked decks and 10 chaos maybe. Lots of stacked decks. A lot of currency. It is breaking my game. Or maybe it's just the ritual, I don't know. Oh, what happened to this one too? Maybe it has to do with the fluctuant ritual? I mean, there's lots of fluctuations going on here. As the enemy count went down, it went away. Okay, can I get through floor 2 this time? I have super speed, binding chains on hit, and 10 chaos if I win. Okay, 40% reduced movement speed doesn't hurt me too bad. Go to merchant. There's no way you could get lost in this. Very easy to see what's happening. Whoa. Oh yeah, these little swirly things, they get lost under there. Okay, what do we got here? Max resolve, monsters less life. Can't get them both. Max resolve. Buy a boon challenge complete. Ooh, a rainbow fountain. Every time I get hit in here, I don't know what it is from. Probably these stitched reliquarians creeping up from the side. Just get lost in the sauce. Oh, this is a finally exit that I could have just... Okay, maybe not. We'll run around. What an inspiration. Boon, cleanse affliction. Monsters have reduced action speed. Let's go. And I lowered monster life. Fewer merchant choices. It's better than volatiles. Gain 50 resolve. It looks like 8 stacked decks. Okay. One down. Movement skill, imagine that. Easy peasy. Okay. 20 chaos and 8 stacked decks. Oh, look at that. Awakened Sextants, stacked decks. Keep it going. I'm gonna finish this run out, then see what I can trade. I don't remember which one's which. Yeah, the Split Beast. 50 chaos. Okay, floor 3. Looking pretty solid. 8 stacked decks. What do we got next? An Accursed Pact. I haven't seen one of those yet. Accursed Pact. 2 boons for losing resolve. Lose affliction, lose boon. Well, there's no way I'm getting a lilting melody. It's not worth. I actually have to take one to see what that is. Lose a boon, lose an affliction. Okay, no more reduced action speed. Merchant has all of the choices back. 468. I need to go to a crucible. Okay, what do we got here? Cover resolve, boss room. I need to take the glowing orb just in case. Okay, so then I have to do this crucible. Flasks off. Find the exit. Can do sextants. Find the exit. Oh, this is aha. Yeah, I got to finally do that. An annulment at the end of floor. Sure. I immediately get to do it again. It's pretty crazy. 160. I guess I can take the reduced action speed again. Alright, no idea how this is gonna go. Get the Plague Bearer. Oh no, I don't have flasks. I can't heal. Oh, I'm gonna play like a god and clutch this. Ah! Oh my goodness. This, like, it's so profitable. There's still a chance I can complete the next floor, but man, I'm getting tired. Oh, my flasks aren't on. That's probably not for the best. It's still, like, so strange to me. Why can't we just do the whole Sanctum run? Like, why do I have to go through that? Like, oh, I put my flasks on, and I gotta remember to take them off before the next one. That's interesting. 7 chromes for 1 chaos? So the heroic shot is worth like 2 chaos. Oh, here we go. Mineral pools. I can waste these maps. Run in, grab the Sanctum, and dip. Here we go. The final push. Flasks come off. And here we go. 104 coins. Ooh, there's divines up there. Find the exit. 10 chaos. What do we got? 1 divine at the end of the floor. It is a divine. That means I gotta finish this and make it through another one. 14 chaos. He's technically better than the stacked decks. Oh, there's divines on this one. Ah, but this one's entombment. I should go for the entombment. It would keep me out of this minus max resolve, though that doesn't hurt me at the moment. I'm gonna get absolutely nuked by Alicia. Going for the entombment. Sorry, divine. Oh, this is not what I even thought it was. I thought this was the boss. Well, I think I just made a mistake there, but it's me not knowing the names of the rooms. And I had done an entombment, so could have gotten that. More monster damage doesn't destroy me. I'll check the lost catacombs. Eat all the cards. Okay, what do we got here? Remove charred coin. Gain boon for gain affliction. Old mine doesn't help. Ooh. 50% max resolve on entering boss room. That's huge. Afflictions are unknown on the map. Okay. Awaken Sextance is better. So since I can heal when I enter the boss room, should take the benevolent fountain rather than healing here, I think. Beat all the guards. Oh no, not this room. Okay, movement skill. We can do this. Ah, that hurt. What do we got over there? Archer. Is that it? Ooh, ain't a random boon. Rusted chimes. Oh, wonderful time to give me rusted chimes. My goodness. Cursed Pact could get me inspiration through that. Yeah, I go for that rather than the stacked decks here. I need the best chance at beating the boss possible. And I've never fought second phase of it yet. Okay, yeah. Let's just run through. Oh my, I'm gonna lose right here. Okay, I used my heal for going too low. Sure, get me out. Yikes. Okay, gain boon, gain affliction. Monsters deal less damage. More resolve lost while resolve is below 50%. Okay, we can deal with that. Convert all resolve into inspiration, and then I can't be on low resolve. Okay, so I think I avoid that. Awaken Sextance, okay. Oh man.
Escape Vedat's gaze. Rise, my servant.
Going well so far. Only took the initial hit.
You cannot escape Vedat's gaze. Rise, my servant.
Wait, through yet? Is she gonna come back? Can I just jump up this? Hello? So did I break it? Did I go too fast? If so, that's pretty unfortunate. I mean, she has to just show up here eventually, right? Like, I'm gonna fail it going back. Really? Did she teleport back to the beginning? What was that? Well, can't say I didn't try. Well, that's sad. That would have been a bit of a payday had I finished that. Well, alright then. Let's evaluate what I got here. I would guess I probably don't have enough yet. 58 stacked decks. Those are 87 to 90 to a divine. Not quite a divine there. Sextants, not quite a divine there either. Close to divines there. 3 ancient orbs, a little bit more. I have a bunch of currency in these embers. Oh, I have a gold oil. That's something. Fragments. I have an incandescent. That's almost a divine. It's not quite 6 to get the sanctified relic that I need, so I have to do that next time. I don't want to I don't think I'm going to sell everything now. I'll hold on to it and keep it as a bulk trade for it next time. So the only other big thing on the agenda today was the Voltaxic Rift, and I've been thinking about this a bunch, and I think it's going to be probably worse. We'll re-import this since I gained some gem levels. Still only have 5 link, but yes, that is going up. I want skills. If I was bossing, I don't think I'd be using Bane. I'd probably use Arcanist Brand, and that will be a damage upgrade because I'm getting more effect out of those curses. You can map like this. Bane's just quicker to get both curses down on a larger AoE instantly, so it's better for clearing, I think, to run Bane, but Arcanist Brand be fine for bosses, and you can still get the curse effect you lost on a Bane. Oh, it didn't capture my flasks, so I'll have to fix that later. Damage per poison is 44.7, and then let's look in calcs here. Can we find the poison duration? So while focused, we're getting a 4.9 second duration off the poison. So like that, all of these calculations are going to change a lot when I test this here. So items, we take Voltaxic Rift, add that in. So the damage per poison went down here, but that makes sense. So we need to craft an item. I need gloves with evasion, yes, probably. Sure. Create. This is life. We want lightning, 2 attacks maxed, and then attack speed, and then X-Arc, Eater, but implicit. So this would be chaos dot multi or flat lightning to attacks is possible there. Probably the dot multi is better. Got that. Then Eater would have slower wither. Wither dude. Supply expires slower. Okay, let me add those to the build. So that would replace the gloves. Okay, so the total damage per poison went up because the duration got stretched way further. But the total DPS here is the same. Okay, now let's look at this poison DPS. 7,991. And then when I switch it back is 9,130. So what that is meaning is the rate degen from the poison being applied using the gloves is higher, but the total damage per applied poison is higher when using the Voltaxic Rift. And then in calcs here, poison duration is 9.8 seconds. So the poisons will last longer. You can stack more poisons at a time, but it's a bit less like DPS per poison. And now with this setup, the Cosprey's Will is necessary to poison because we lost 45% chance to poison. So yeah, it's down to 40. It seems plausible. I guess this is a max roll. Where is that? No, that's a mid roll. That's plus or minus 5%. Ooh, a 6.5 crit chance. Let's look here, because while this increased lightning damage with attack skills will push the damage, it's not going to benefit from the non-critical strikes as lucky. I also wonder here, deal more elemental damage with hits and ailments. So according to POB, this works. Elemental overload seems to work. And then for losing this lightning stuff there, you just grab acrimony and duration of ailments. It's intriguing because with the we're getting slightly less, let's say 10% less DPS per poison, but we can stack double the amount of poisons, and then we open up that slot for the gloves. It seems more plausible looking at POB than it did in my head. Number of overlapping beams, like 1T. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, it really rolls to 750. That's quite a range. With this, doing crits wouldn't matter. Chaos damage can shock. Neeks. And this would still benefit from flat lightning damage that I will probably also craft on rings and amulet stuff next time. But I don't know with the belt, elemental damage with attack skills. Yeah, that would still work. I definitely think it's doable. With the Voltaxic, you're probably gonna want a curse on hit, guaranteed, because you're not going to poison without the curse being down nearly as often. And either way, like the Voltaxic's really expensive, and this bow is much cheaper. So just like swapping that bow, damage per poison, like assuming I were able to poison without the gloves, jumps up so high because it is a much better bow with the extra poison damage and all that. Just the gloves actually really hinder a lot. I guess something else I could try and do is like we could corrupt or curse enemies with temp chains or despair on hit, like both hit. I don't understand why it says despair. despair would add damage. Like, what happened to my despair? I definitely have that. Yeah. Oh, I guess it's a despair with so much increased effect when it comes crafted. I feel like this is kind of a last scenario kind of thing, that you would go for double corrupt in these Vulture's gloves. I don't know. I think I'd have to experience it myself. Looking at POB isn't telling me enough of what I need to see, I don't think. And it's also with a really good pair of gloves. And the attack speed with the lightning, it's pretty solid. Probably not too terribly hard to hit with essences, actually. I guess either way, let me swap these back. That there. Lightning damage with non-critical strikes is lucky. This isn't actually working, I don't think. Or at least according here. Unless there's something marking whether or not the hit it's factoring in here is a crit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not super good at poking around in POB, but I thought that it was going to be worse, but looking at it here is probably better, but I don't know. I'll have to test it out, but I definitely can't test it until I get this elemental overload on a sanctified relic, because that changes things drastically. So I'll keep that in mind, and I'll probably snag one. It's definitely a higher priority than 6-linking my current bow. Calcs here. I think POB might be misleading us here, because I actually, while this doesn't show that it's doing anything here, really, other aside from changing the hit, I do think that the increase is going to scale here. So I'm doing 34 to 608 lightning damage in total. And this here says, like, it takes the source damage, which it already averaged. It's taken an average of that, and then the poison is 30% of the hit, I guess. Oh, I don't know how to do this math off the top of my head, so if I get this wrong, forgive me here. But if I were to add up all these numbers, 812 plus 809, that's my low end damage. So the lowest possible roll I could have is 1727, and that times 0.3 is 518. Oh, it actually might be giving me a max, because if I add up the right side of all these numbers, 321, 11, 374, 1501. I don't know where this is getting 13,430.7. I got 13,196 with my calculator. Calculation mode, this says effective DPS. In combat, poison DPS says 4,029 here. So I'm assuming this is taking the maximum possible poison roll into account here. So this is why I do stuff in the game, not POB. So if I put this Voltaxic Rift and change the gloves like I had, poison total, like this should all change a little bit, but like the main hand damage, like this is all chaos now because it's getting converted, and then the damage per poison goes up because the duration's longer. Get that. And then if I add 342 plus 11,868. That's 12,210. So I don't know how it's getting this number. This 12,024.6. I can't show that because I have to mouse over. That's assuming that the hits are maxed, which they're not, because on the tree, the Voltaxic cannot take effect of the lightning mastery. So since my lightning damage is rolling twice, taking the higher value, on average, it should give you like 75% of your total. Whereas with the Voltaxic, without this lucky roll, you're going to be looking at more 50% of what it says there. Because like on a like grouped average, you're going to have high hits, you're going to have low hits, you're going to effectively be 50% like dead on the middle once you average everything out. Whereas with the other bow, I'm doing effectively 75% of my average damage, but what it's showing here is the effective max possible poison. So having investigated, kind of peeking more at the numbers, I think in practice Voltaxic will be worse. I don't know if that made any kind of sense, if you were able to follow what I was doing there, but I think the key to making it all work, it's all in this mastery right here, and I don't understand how POB is like calculating these poison numbers in here. If I took I think it was 1224 and I multiply that 0.5, that's 6,000. But if I take this 13,430 times 0.75, that's 10,000. I'm not looking at the 9,000. I'm looking at the source damage of my hit before the poison calculation comes off of here. And to me, it seems like it's about like 40% more damage out of the rare bow. We will have to keep messing with it. Next time like next time we'll take the tree and do this to it, and then something like that to it. Probably more like something like this. I'm gonna cross here instead of this so we can snag that, and that's 1 point off from where I was, which could be this master right there. And then we just got more damage. Totems stay alive. Yeah, I am still really intrigued by this project. Like, it's doing pretty much all the content on this 5-link unoptimized, because it's got a 556 top end lightning roll that can go up to 638. Like, I just need to get some currency together and start making it happen. And it is still possible that we could drop the Cosprey's will, but then we'd have to get the additional curse somehow. I don't know, probably just stick with it. It seems fine. Yeah, I think that's all I've got for this one. Sucks I didn't get to finish that Sanctum run. But yeah, strange, interesting build here, I think. But that is all I've got for this one. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button, as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks to the heart icon just below the video, or by joining to become a member. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.